Well, to Duval County, this team's looking more dangerous than they did last season. I'm just going to say that right now with the weapons they have. Let's rock, and I'll explain. All right, what's going on, guys? My name is Antonio, and welcome back to the All Around Sports Podcast. Today, I'm going over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, the Jaguars have loaded up in the offseason, including signing a few people on the free agent side, including Eric Armstead, Gabe Davis, Darnell Savage, and also along with a few other guys. But also, they re signed their defensive rusher, Josh Allen, not to be mistaken for the quarterback, Josh Allen, for the Buffalo Bills. But the Jaguars, they look really dangerous despite their late season collapse last season. But I do believe that this team is going to be back this year. But before we get started, we honor the passing of great baseball legend that died at 93 years old in Willie Gaze. He was a former New York Giant player for the New York Giants, so I wasn't born before when he was still a player, but I've heard about his name, and he was the one that made the famous catch, and I believe it was the same one that the Clemson player did, Camarella or someone like that. But Willie Gaze, rest in peace. You will be missed. But before we get started, if you guys do enjoy this video, I am trying to aim for 400 subscribers to before the beginning of the next NFL season. So if you guys do enjoy, please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and be sure to like this video. For now, let's get this discussion underway. So, the Jaguars. Now, this team has had two straight winning seasons. Of course, the year before last, they were down. I believe it was like 3-8, and then they came back all of a sudden to win their division, which shocked a lot of people at that time, including myself, which was probably one of the greatest divisional comebacks that we have seen in recent memory. At least that I've seen. I don't know about anybody else. But the Jaguars, they look really good this year, especially since Jacksonville Jaguar quarterback Trevor Lawrence got extended. I mean, I was confused about it at first because why pay a quarterback $275 million when they haven't even made an AFC championship game yet?
What? What?
But anyways, I do believe that it was the right move. I just don't think he should have been paid that much money because he is. I mean, there's six players being paid ahead of Patrick Mahomes. I mean, that's just crazy in my eyes. But that's just my opinion. Y'all can have yours. But anyways, the Jaguars, they are really, really tough. They got a great defensive side, and they're stacked on the offensive side. And I especially like the pick they had with Brian Thomas Jr., the rookie out of LSU. I've watched this guy's highlights, and he's going to be a big weapon for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, you look at their offensive weapon room, you got Brian Thomas Jr., Gabe Davis, Evan Ingram, Christian Kirk, Travis Etienne, and loads of other pieces that I cannot even name. And then also along with their defensive side, you got Eric Armstead, Trayvon Walker, Josh Allen, the defensive end, not the quarterback, and so many other key pieces on their side. Despite them losing Rashawn Jenkins to the Seattle Seahawks that made the famous pick six play to end the game against the Cowboys, which we all appreciated at the time. But this Jaguars team is going to be tough. And I would not be surprised if they actually do take the division again because last year they had a late season collapse. They would have won the division if it weren't for their loss to the Titans in the last week. And I was actually pulling for the Jaguars because I didn't want to see the Steelers in there again.
No, God, please, no! 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 No!
But enough about that. But the Jaguars, they are going to have their hands full this year. They are going to have their hands full because you still got to play your divisional opponents, which is going to be very decently competitive this year, I believe. And you also have to play the NFC North, which is like Detroit, Green Bay, Chicago if they're any good, the Vikings if they're any good. And then you also have to play another division, I believe, if I remember correctly, it was the AFC East that you guys faced. Don't quote me on that, I believe. But anyways, this Jaguars team, I believe, has the potential to be a contender because their defense is really good. I believe it was just a little late season collapse. Their offensive line is better, which I think was also another recurring problem because of Trevor Lawrence just getting absolutely pounded by the opposing defenses, especially by the Niners after they're coming off of their bye week. Because the Niners, as we all knew at that time, were a very tough team. But the Jaguars, they are going to be back next year, and hopefully, maybe they can make it farther than they did last season. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Do you guys believe the Jaguars are a really good contender? But anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll catch you all in the next one. Ciao for now.